Hi, my name is Terri Sproul. I want to welcome you to my studio. Oh, tonight's going to be a fun night. Joe is being all kinds of crazy tonight, guys, so be warned. So, anyways, I do have him here with me tonight, and I'm going to put up the questions and answers for you guys also, and we're going to do our best to put all the um, links into there. Okay, so I'm going to switch cameras, and we're going to get going on to our scrapbook, our scrapbook. See, he's got me all flustered. Our journal page.
Don't piss me off. I'm telling you right now. Be good.
He had me laughing so hard, guys. I could barely watch you guys. I mean, it was funny. Okay. I did a little prep work, just a tiny bit. I have a old music book that I ripped a page out of. I glued a little bit on each side. I do have some hangover here, and I glued that down with gel medium matte, my favorite adhesive, but really could use any adhesive you want. And then I took Tim Holtz cargo stencil, basically alphabets, and some molding paste. And I didn't do it completely, but you can kind of see where I have it scattered around the page. So now that the gel medium has completely dried, I am going to go in and cut off all the excess real quick. And the reason I had this all drying off is because, you know, it does take a little while to dry, and I wanted to make sure it was good and dry for me so that I can do the techniques that I want to do tonight. And you wouldn't have to cut this. You could actually rip this off too if you wanted to. It's up to you how you wanted to do that. So you could, you know, rip off the excess just as easy as trying to cut it. Actually, sometimes easier. Okay. Okay, good enough. So I got a little bit going. Debbie's here and Mr. Joe's here. Okay, so now I'm going to grab some gesso. And I want to water the gesso down because gesso, as you know, if you put it on straight, will almost you know, get rid of my background. And I don't want to get rid of my background. I want to keep it there, but I want to have it a little watered down. So up here off camera, I have my gesso that I've watered down with just plain water. And I just want to give this a nice little gesso. So see how it's still showing my background through there, but yet it's a little muted, which is what I was after. So I'm going to just real quickly put a coat of gesso on. I ran out over here. So I was looking at the schedule also while we're doing this part. I'm going to do a class next week, and then after that will be the last for this year, because the next 2 weeks is Christmas and New Year's Eve. So we have one more class this year, and then we'll start something new next year. And I will be doing CHA, so we'll probably miss a couple weeks in January, but I'll let you know as soon as I look at my schedule on that. Okay, so a nice light coat of watered down gesso. Clean my page up really nice. Give me a nice background to start with. Okay, I'm going to give that a quick dry. Okay, tonight my idea and my theme, I guess, is about the journey and believing in your own journey. So I'm going to be using silks tonight. I have 3 Silk Acrylic Glazes with me. I have Royal Orchid, excuse me, Ginger Flower, and Terracotta Rose. So the 3 colors that I grabbed. And when we're coming into a new year, I think it's important to kind of decide what you want to do, or at least me. I decide what I want to do that upcoming year. What are my goals for myself for that year? You know, is it lose weight, or is it, you know, put out a book? Is it to put more videos out? Whatever my goals are, I kind of start thinking about them in December so I can start planning them out for January, or the whole upcoming year, I should say. So that's kind of the journey that I want you to think about when you're doing your next art journal page, is the journey that you want to take and that you believe in yourself enough to do this journey. I know I've done this next technique a couple times, and I've usually dripped it from the top, where I put paint on the top and then allow it to drip. I'm actually going to do it from the side this time. So I have these 3 beautiful silks here, and I'm going to start with, they're all pretty dark, but I'm going to start with kind of the lightest per se. And I just want to add that color over here, right along my edge. And then I'm going to take my water bottle and I'm going to squirt on there to allow that to drip. And as you see, I'm putting a lot of water. And I do want to stop it from going down my spine, so I'm going to kind of have a towel here just to kind of control my paint somewhat. And as you get it wet, when you add more paint, it really does drip a little better for you. So I'm putting my first color on. Again, adding some more water. I know this is a little hard for you to see, but kind of the way I need to do it. I'm going to switch colors.
Now, while Terry's getting all drippy, I hope you folks checked out my Facebook page today and the adorable owl cookie jar filled with cookies that I got as a present from Miss Terry.
It was, you know, as soon as I seen that owl jar, I knew it. I went, oh, that's Joe and Joe. Got to get them that. So,
and then I hope you guys checked out what 2 days ago, Terry, I did a great project with that Proxxon table saw, made a shadow box. We're decorating it on Thursday, so you want to be paying attention to Proxxon too.
Yes, and that's tinytooltimes.com or blogspot.com, excuse me. Again, I'm put on the next color and just again letting it drip, kind of catching that overflow down here.
Terry, would you say that you really like tiny tools?
I do like tiny tools because they're wonderful to play with. So there's 2 colors, and I'm going to grab one more color. Yeah, Joe's shadow box actually made me want to get my table saw out and start playing with it.
Take your tiny tool out and play with it.
That's right. If you have always wanted to play with power tools, the one problem I think with most of us crafters is we have so much stuff in our crafts room that we don't have room. Proxxon tools are great because they really are small. What was that tool? It's like 12 by 12?
It's the table saw is about 12 by 12 by 6 inches high, and we used old wood from a pallet to make a shadow box with a recessed back. And the recessed back is because I'm going to hide some goodies back there when we decorate it. That blog post will come out live Thursday. I don't know, Terry, did you share those on your All Things Terri Sproul group?
I'm not sure, but I definitely shared them on my personal page. So if you go to there, or I will put them on there also. I'm just going to push this down a little bit.
Terry is using the Milwaukee heat gun, one of our favorite tools.
Yes. This is a great heat gun. Paint, I want it to move a little more. It's just kind of staying where I don't. I want it to move. So, more water. And I have a towel here, so it's catching all that stuff. It's going right to the center there, which is what I want it to do. So there we go. That's looking better. Okay, liking that. Now, I'm going to catch some of this excess. I'm going to heat this up a little bit, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Sometimes if you bang the book, it really helps. It's better if you have it from the edge, but gotta do what you gotta do when you're working from whatever side you're working from.
Now, for some reason, Deb is being mischievous. Now, Deb, remember, Santa Claus is coming soon, only if you've been a good girl. And you could tell Santa Claus, put on your list, Santa, I really would like some power tools. I like a little oomph in my tool. I'd like some tiny tools for Christmas, Santa.
Oh my God, you are so bad.
I'm talking about Proxons, tiny tools.
Yes, you are. How many
Stay
of you
with me, Terry. Stay with me, Terry. Don't cross me, Terry.
You see, I told you guys this was going to be a dangerous class. Oh, you should have seen. I was laughing so hard I didn't think I was going to be able to go live when we started. So I'm doing the exact same thing I did on that side, on the other side, and trying to squirt the right page. Because I'm squirting this page over here because I'm laughing too hard.
Terry, be careful where you squirt.
Oh, Lordy. We're going to get put in the rated X section.
Deb has shared a question in the
Yes,
question area.
What, Deb?
Deb, you can see it. Read it for us, Terry.
Don't tempt me. I'm trying to be good and bite my tongue. I heard that one.
Yeah, there's another one.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it. I need to close some of these. Done. Hold on. I only see so many at a time. Oh, there we are. I want big tools. Thank you very much. You guys are horrible. I love it.
Oh, Deb, I can't keep my mic on because your comments are cracking me up. She left another one. This is really bad.
I want big tools. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Big tools are fun to play with now, aren't they? Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. The bigger, the better. Who says size doesn't matter, right?
Oh, I need a glass of water.
Oh.
Oh, now only old people would remember Are You Being Served? One of my favorite British comedies. Glass of water for Mr. Granger. That's exactly
Oh,
how
I
it
haven't
goes.
seen that in forever. I'm excited. Downton Abbey's coming back on.
We've been watching a British comedy called Vicious, and it is hysterical.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. Is that on PBS?
I think Joe streams it from Amazon or Netflix or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
He's in charge of TV. I don't pay attention.
I understand. Okay, so I'm basically just doing the same thing I did on that side over on this side. Trying to keep my composure here.
I'm being good.
No, you're not. You don't know how to be good. Can you imagine us at CHA, guys?
I can't wait.
I know, it's only, it's like 4 weeks away. I think it's 4 weeks away from today.
I'm going to stop working out now because 4 weeks, that'll tone my muscles down a bit to get you a little bit less crazy. I know how you are. See these guns, baby.
You have those big bones coming out. Okay, I'm throwing the last color in there. Oh, Lordy. Can't wait. I've got myself all ready. Speaking of that, I got a question for you later on, Joe, about that.
We've got our hotel. I've got my flights. We've booked our classes.
Yes, I'm all kinds of excited. Okay. Clean up that center there, all that extra water. And this is done. I'm going to dry this. Okay, I like that. That kind of looks cool.
Deb says she has industrial tools.
4 double Ds.
I'm signing off now.
4D batteries. I know that one.
I was thinking more like it had a kickstart.
Oh,
No,
too
no,
funny.
seriously, folks. I hope you all went. I'm going to paste in the comments section a link to that shadow box because that table saw is a cool, cool tool.
Yeah, actually, like I said, when I watched it, I wanted to go play instantly. We're supposed to be getting snow Friday.
I would just like to say for the record that Deb is very misbehaving this evening and making it very difficult for me to focus on my job.
And I love that, Deb. You keep it up. Keep it up, girl. Keep it up. But yeah, definitely check out that post from Joe. It's an awesome, awesome tool. Okay, so here's basically my background going. Really, really, really happy with that. Now I want to throw some splatters on it. And then this is one of my favorite brushes. It's called a fan brush. And it's great for splatters. And you see there's not a whole lot of bristles to it. And it's kind of flat. So what I do, I'm going to do it right here so you see. I will take some, you know, paint out of whatever color I want to use. And I think I want to use this one because this one's pretty bright. And put it out on my table. Add a lot of water to it. Get it really runny. I'm running out of water here. It just doesn't want to spray anymore. I'll just pour it out. It's okay. I can make it work. Okay, so got water, good water. And then I literally take it and I just tap it ever so lightly, and that gives me really cool splatters. See that? So I got really cool splats. And I'm going to do that same thing with this color. Grab another paintbrush. Actually, a palette knife, that'll work. Add some more color there. I'm actually just going to mix this one in and make a new color. So more splatters. Likey, likey, like it. Let me clean this up real quick so I can put my book back there. And we'll go on. Okay, so that's my favorite way to do splatters. And you can get those fan brushes over at Michael's with your 40% off coupon. Probably only cost you like $2. So go get yourself one of those fan brushes and you'll see how wonderful you'll get splatters.
Darling, Michigan, a deal, $2. I can't believe it. I'm going to go tomorrow. Tomorrow, can you take me when I go to CHA?
I can take you. I'll be having my fast little car with me.
And God, she drives that fast little car like a Ferrari, let me tell you.
You know it, baby. I can't drive 55.
I fasten the seatbelt, hold a Bible on my lap, and close my eyes.
Oh, if he put a Bible on his lap, he would die.
It would burn.
It would so burn. You know, it's funny, Debbie, you said it was going to be 80 there on Friday. It was like almost 80 here today, and this Friday we're going to have snow. It's so funny how that works. But then Saturday we're supposed to get back up into, you know, really nice weather again. So who knows? Okay. I'm liking that. Okay, I want to grab some something real quick. Hold on. This is another one of my favorite things that I've played with, and I've played with this quite a few times on the show. This is cheesecloth, and I'm going to cut a strip. I'm trying to find an end to cut a strip. I think that'll work. Let's do this right here. And this is going to give me a little more texture too. So I'm just not even really, I mean, this isn't, I'm not cutting it very evenly, just kind of cut a section off. And this fray's really cool. So I love that about it. You can kind of, I don't know, make it kind of messy. I don't know what the word is for it that I would use, but you can kind of pull it apart and make it less uniform, I guess is the word I'm looking for. As you work it, see how I'm pulling it? It kind of just, I don't know, makes it more messy. I'm going to do that right across the center of my page, right there. And I'm going to do that with gel medium. Oh, need to put that away. So gel medium and paintbrush. Remember that if you don't want anything to lift in the back, anything from that's already wet to lift, to use a dry paintbrush. So I've got a dry paintbrush, some gel medium, and I don't like to go directly in the center because the center kind of cuts the page off. When you're working, you really should do things in thirds. That's why even my strips of piece of papers was kind of like a third. So I'm actually going to take this down a little bit, more like right there. And that makes, see how much more pleasing that is to the eye there than there? Isn't it a big difference? So pulling it down to like right there, it just really looks better on the eye. So I'm going to put that there. I'm hoping this isn't all too wet. If not, we're just going to have some more color moving. Because this is really wet over here. But that's okay. So I'm going to put this cheesecloth down into that paint. Or into that gel medium, I should say. And into the paint too, but you know what I meant. No, that actually got too much paint on it, so I don't want to use it. So I'm going to grab another paintbrush with a clean, dry one. Some more gel medium and just kind of go over top of these areas that I want to stick down. Now I'm going to allow the tops and the bottoms to not be stuck down completely, but I want to make sure I get the center adhered down so that it does stay down in my book. I think you know what I'm talking about. So there we go. Okay, good. Okay. Now I have Gina's Gina's Laser Cut Designs has recently changed their name, and I've used their products quite a few times, so that's why I wanted to make sure I reminded everybody that they've changed their name, and their new name is Gypsy Soul. Is it Gypsy Soul Laser Cut Gel? Does anyone know if Mod Podge is the same quality and purpose as gel medium? Absolutely not. It is not. That's a great question. Gumball Machine just asked, does anybody know if Mod Podge has the same qualities and purposes as gel medium? No. Mod Podge over time and over will turn yellow and kind of crack. So if you're not doing something that you absolutely love, you can use Mod Podge fine. But if you really want to have a good, especially if you're doing paintings, buy yourself good gel medium. And I love Golden's, but Liquitex has a good one out, and there's a few other companies that have good ones out. But really, gel medium is much different. And as you're going to see how much thicker it is? It's almost like peanut butter consistency, I guess. Grabbing a palette knife to show you how thick that is. See how it'll stand up? So this stuff is really thick. And then you can do a lot of stuff with this also, gumball machine. There's you can actually mix paints and pigments into this and make stuff with it. So keep watching my shows or watch some of my old YouTube channels, and you'll see why you want to go with a better quality. I hope that answers your question. If it did not, please ask a different one or find me over on Facebook, and I will definitely try to help you out more. Okay? Debbie kind of answered that question. I used to love Benny Hill. Yeah, it's too funny. Drill press. Ooh, baby. So there is, anyways, over at Gypsy Soul, she has these, most of her chipboard's a little thinner, but she has these kind of thick ones too. These are, I'm going to say this is made out of wood. See that? See how kind of thick? Now my original,
I do think it's masonite.
Yeah, masonite. Is masonite wood? Joe? Is masonite
Now,
wood?
I know in my Proxon video I wore flannel, but if you think I can explain what masonite is, you're all wrong.
Okay, just thought I'd ask. So, anyways, I was originally just going to put it on in this kind of wood tone, but you see how my paintbrush hit right there and kind of gave me a little color. So, I'm going to change my idea because I got a little paint on there.
What's nice about those in masonite is chipboard, when it gets wet from that paint, it can start to separate the layers. Mess.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the Silk Acrylic paints and just paint it, just because, like I said, my paintbrush accidentally hit it earlier and caused it to have color anyways, so might as well finish it. Now there is on here a little hook that I do want to cut off also, so let me dry that real quick. Now, do remember that when you're working with a heat gun and acrylic paints, that it can start bubbling if you get it too hot. So keep your gun moving, and if you start seeing a bubble, and just take your gun off of it for a few seconds and come back, and you can continue to dry it. But kind of that bubbling can be cool texture also. So you know, if you want to do it, go for it. Because acrylic paint, the word acrylic is plastic, so paint is plastic. Okay, it's dry enough. Look how pretty that is. And I love the scroll writing. And this says Journey. So I'm going to glue, oh wait, before I glue that down, there's this little loop on here, which is kind of cool, because you could definitely use it to, you know, tie something on or whatever. But I want to cut it off. So even though it's kind of a thick masonite, you can cut off parts. Okay. And then I'm going to glue that right down right there. And I'm going to use my gel medium as my adhesive. That is another thing that gel medium does really well, is it acts as an adhesive. But it's not the only thing that it does. I actually have a whole video on this, this subject about what mediums are. And I have a whole video on nothing but the different mediums and how they work. So if you get a chance, go over to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Terri Sproul, and go through my videos. I can't remember. I think it's tips and tricks on mediums. I don't remember. I remember it's been a while since I made that one, so I don't remember the name on it. And I have hundreds and hundreds of videos. So I put some gel medium on the back of that. And gel medium, even though it's white, see all the white in there, does dry clear, so don't worry about that, you know, showing up. It's okay. I'm just going to give us a little bit of a press because it is kind of a little thick, which is what I liked about it. And look at that. I think that's a beautiful page, and that's actually where I'm going to stop because I think that's just perfect, just like that. I will go in and trim this up just a little bit, just because I don't want it going totally off the back of my page, or the, out of my book. But not much, just a tiny bit. There we go. I like it. My heat gun almost caused my burlap to catch on fire while I was trying to remelt. Yes, definitely. Be careful with your heat guns. I think that if I remember correctly, there's something like 3,000 degrees. So, okay, does anybody else have any questions before I wrap up tonight's class? I'm still wet along the sides here. Okay, doesn't look like we have any questions. Again, if you have a question, you are welcome to join my group called All Things Terri Sproul, and I will do my best to answer your questions there, or check out my blog, which is terrisproul.blogspot.com. Let me switch cameras real quick and say goodbye. There I am. Okay, so definitely stop by my blog, and I'll have a lot of the links, or all the links that I used tonight. And that's about it. So I hope you guys all have a great day. I'll see you next Tuesday, and then that's the end for this year. So I'm going to give you guys some Christmas breaks. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.